What's going on, everybody? It is night 2 of WrestleMania predictions, prizes, anything that you have going on with night 2. What are your most anticipated matches? Get your comments in, because this, according to our poll, if you look online, people thought was the lesser night of WrestleMania, but who knows? There's a lot of surprises that could be going on. I'm Zach, and joined by the guy, the final boss. It is Knock.
We back for another year, man. Another WrestleMania in Vegas this time. Very exciting stuff.
Yeah, let us know if you're going. If you're going for one night or both nights, ticket prices are insane, but this card could be as well. So I'm very excited. John Cena's final WrestleMania. It's about time. Can't stand the guy.
John Cena was the hero of me and Eric's generation growing up. So this is a sad moment, man. Cody versus John Cena.
It's a huge match. It's a dream match, and we'll get to that at the end. So yeah, we'll do the breakdown. We'll break down each match. We'll say who's going to win, what we pick. It's a competition, Knock and I, and possibly you too. Who's going to be our predictions champion? And of course, we like to throw in some swerves if we think something special is going to happen. As we saw just now, there was some possible swerves added to what could be one hell of to be continued from night 1, and it is going into the women's. Oh, we'll talk about this in a second. Okay. The women's World Championship triple threat match: Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair versus Io Sky triple threat. Naomi came out. Jade Cargill came out. Those two could bleed into what is going to be the opening match of night 2. Knock, what do you think about this match?
I think there's so many ingredients in this match right here. You put Io Sky anywhere, she's going to deliver a banger. You have Rhea Ripley coming off, such a strong last few Manias. Yeah. I think this is a good pivot, because what's a big money match down the road 2 Manias from now? It's Rhea versus Bianca for the streak.
Ooh.
Oh. I think they might set up Rhea to be able to beat Bianca for the streak, but you got to build to that a little bit. Bianca has to build that streak a little longer here. And that's why I believe Bianca's going to walk out as champion, continue her WrestleMania streak. It's an attraction at this point. And I look forward every year to see, who she faces.
Yeah. Man, I do believe something is going to happen to not get Bianca Belair the championship, but the streak is a good point. We don't need to go all the way with the Undertaker streak, but it is a nice streak if you can get around 10 and then have something with Rhea. But I feel like they're building for Io to retain, even though she just came out on top in this latest SmackDown segment. But I'm going to pick Io Sky because of something that Naomi and or Jade does in this match, and possibly sets up a match with Rhea Ripley in with one of them as well.
And that's why I'm picking Bianca here, because you put the belt on Rhea right now. I don't see any clear path for her to have a feud with anybody yet. Io is great. Io's phenomenal. But I don't see them viewing her as a champion to walk out of Mania and continue into the summer. If Naomi, whatever happens with Naomi and Jade, right? Night 1. Yeah. What's the big setup for next year? Bianca versus Jade into maybe SummerSlam, into Mania, right? What if we find out all along this was Bianca's idea? She was complicit in it. She pushed Jade too. Naomi comes out, helps her. They both turn heel, and now it's them two against Jade.
I could see that, and I could take that as well. That's why I like this. There's so many different angles going into this. I really like this.
We haven't seen a heel Bianca really on the main roster in a bit.
No.
That could be a nice way to freshen up. She's a killer as a heel.
She's a great heel.
So we'll see.
All right, we'll see. Get your predictions in, but yeah, no picks for Rhea Ripley. She just came off a great year. She has a near victory.
Great year, man. And you can't bet against the EST. That's just me.
I don't want to. I just feel like they set the cards stacked in against her. All right, let's get to the next match here. This is like it's a street fight. It is Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. This is going to be, I think, one hell of a match. I just want to point out, I know it's not a marquee match, but it opened a WrestleMania. It was JBL versus Finlay.
Oh yeah.
It was a hard hitting match, and it was one of my favorite matches of that WrestleMania. This could be that match.
I mean, McIntyre opened last year with Seth. Big moment, big victory to get cost by Punk and Priest. So you can call back and have him open up a night as well. That's a good thought there, Zach. This is a match. You rarely see matches like this. In my opinion, I think both of them don't really need a win. It's just great to be a singles match in the Mania. Whoever wins, wins. It's up in the air. It can go either way. And for me, it's very rare to see a match where like both guys are still going to be super strong leaving with a loss, no matter which way it goes.
I agree. I'm going to pick Drew McIntyre, and they'll give him a win for this one. I just think he kind of needs it. I think he should have been. He made a good point. He was built to be a part of that triple threat, and then he wasn't.
True.
So I think you give him a win here, and then I think it's everything's even.
Given the haters of Punk in a triple threat, him, Seth versus Punk, that would have been interesting.
Or even minus get Seth out of there because Drew was going after the bloodline. So
true. Yeah, I mean, it just feels like it feels like he's chilling. It's not really a good spot for him sometimes because he could have been a multi-time world champion at this point or had a decent run. For that though, I don't know if Priest has had a singles Mania match that I can think of right now. I know he technically won last year cashing in, but I don't know if he's had his own singles match. So to put him on trajectory, he kind of took a step back after losing the world title, I think. I think I'm going to go with Priest here because I think McIntyre will be fine with a loss. I'm going to go with Priest here to get him back on track, keep him hot. Okay.
Any surprises? Anything goes in this match? You see anybody jumping in or joining one of the sides, or you think it's just a solid one-on-one?
Battle Royal earlier. I think it's going to affect the night one match that we can talk about in a bit. Yeah. But as far as this match, it kind of just feels like it's just them go at it. You know, I don't see any shenanigans, and you don't need that in every match. I think just have a solid one-on-one match. You know, we don't like each other, we'll fight. I think that's fine. Yeah. True. It is presented by Doom, the Dark Ages. Let us know if you're down. Oh yeah, they for sure. It's gonna be a bloodbath. It's gonna be a bloodbath. Real quick, Zach, before you move on. Something that happened on SmackDown earlier. We had who wasn't in the match, the El Grande Americano, whatever you want to call him. He eliminated Rey Fenix. And he wasn't even in the match.
So now he's going to be in night one?
Yeah.
I'm keeping what I picked. I'm good.
Okay. But I did say I think Rey Fenix might get involved.
You did.
Right track.
All right, if you want to check out a night one predictions and throw your thoughts in there, the link is in the description below. Let's do one more match, and then let's just talk about it right now. The stage was released. The look of the stage was revealed today. This is it. Knock, what are your thoughts on this? It is Casino Hotel. Inside,
I think I said this in the chat earlier. I think still shots they're a little hard to really get the feeling. So I got to see it live before I can give my real reactions because right now the Vegas theme is there. It looks cool, looks dope, but I don't love it yet. So I got to see it live.
Okay. I think I'm on the same page as you. I expected a little more like slot machines going off with people's pictures on the ramp coming down or something. I like the cards up top. You can see the very top in the middle. I think that's a Gunther slot, but there's cards kind of going along the ramp. Yeah, I just it's Biff Tannen's hotel from Back to the Future 2, and rumors are true. I see why.
Yeah, you can throw it back up real quick. I just want to take it. It just looks a little too corporate for me. I don't know. I don't know, man.
I wanted like big slot machines or something, or I don't know, man. Let us know in the comments what you thought. I just thought it'd be a little more Vegas.
Yeah, but I mean, again, my opinion might change once I see it live.
Okay. Something that has changed is this match right here. Kevin Owens out with a neck injury. We hope he gets better because we love Kevin Owens. Always a show stealer. This match, not kind of about you, but I was super looking forward to this match.
I was too, man. These are two guys, like, again, you can put Kevin Owens anywhere on any card, main event, open, middle. He's going to deliver a banger. He's going to put his body on the line and just bring some type of grit and toughness. And, like, he's the prize fighter for a reason. So to him to go with that Randy Orton, they were teasing the 09 bald Randy Orton punting people's heads off. Yes. That's what I wanted to see, man. I still hope he punts somebody's head. But it's first of all, Kevin Owens might miss even next year's Mania. He's going to be out for a bit here, which just completely sucks. So hopefully he has a speedy recovery and he's all right. But it's a shame this match ain't going to happen.
All right, let me run down some possibilities. You just tell me percentage-wise.
Okay.
What possibility do you think it's going to be for them? Do you think Randy Orton's opponent will be Shinsuke Nakamura.
Nah, I just don't get it. You turn Shinsuke, change his character up. He had the U.S. belt for some, for a cup of coffee a little bit. Didn't really do too much with it. And now he's just, I feel like he's gone. I haven't seen him at all.
Yeah.
So I don't see him getting thrown here. I'm going to say 2%, 2.5%.
2.5%. What do you think about R-Truth? He was
He's
just in the
another
Battle
one, man.
Royal tonight.
The chances of him coming out as an accident and getting either beaten up or going back to the locker because he was scared or something are higher than him actually performing and having a match. Hate to see it. He's still in great shape. He's still very entertaining. But I'm going to give him another 2.5% chance.
2.5%. We're now at 5% with 95% chance left. What do you think about Jeff Hardy? He's recently had a reunite with WWE and his brother in NXT. These two could run it back.
That'd be cool. And that'd be a nice callback for when the Hardys returned that one Mania and that big tag team ladder match. They had a huge pop. So it'd be a nice callback. I just don't see it happening, man. And I think we've run our course with Jeff Hardy versus Orton badges at 2.5%.
2.5%. We're not 7.5%. What do you think about Nick Aldis?
Okay, so you got a more of a chance here. I'm trying not to Steiner math myself here, but I would love to see this man. I think he's still in great shape. He's already a character now on the WWE universe. Being a GM for a bit now, putting in good work as a GM. Former NWA World Champion, former TNA World Champion. These guys are both of good height, good shape, and I think they wrestle kind of similar. So I'd be interested to see this go down. It'd be kind of interesting. All this can go. I'll give it a 15%.
15%, a lot of percentage left. I have one slide up left before we get your pick on who you think or what you want.
Rusev Day.
Oh. Okay. No.
Oh, okay.
Aleister Black.
That'd be good. They both have that dark energy to them. Aleister coming back, depending on his NXT theme was a banger. To get that,
it was good
with Mania. Maybe Zelina's with him. I don't know what she's doing around this time, but I'll give this more of a percentage. What are we at right now? We said 7. I said 15. Was that 22.5%?
Something, yeah.
I'll give this 50% chance. We'll get up to the 70s. We're at 50% chance of Aleister.
Okay, 50%. I feel like they would push this because in the vignettes there were dates announced.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they'll do that. But you just said Rusev Day. Is that your pick?
It was until you showed me this guy, because I just remembered. If you want to bring somebody back, and they actually been teasing him for a bit here. If you bring him back here, he's going to get booked to lose. I think this is Orton's first singles match Mania back since the injury. I don't think he was on the card last year. I can't remember.
Correct us in the chat. I don't think he was.
Yeah, I don't think he was. So there's no way Orton loses this match. So depending on how they want to book Aleister, I don't know if he comes back in here to lose. Maybe he might have an appearance and attack somebody, or just let his presence be known, or you save him for the Raw after Mania. That's why I think Rusev's a good one to come back. You can kind of throw him out there, have a nice pop. But I don't think storyline-wise they have anything for him. I think they have plans for Aleister.
Okay.
And I think a loss right here might affect some of that. So Rusev might be my choice to throw him in there and take a quick pin.
So Rusev is your pick and a Randy Orton victory.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go with more obvious one, Nick Aldis, just because you don't want someone coming back in to get an L right away. It's almost like another new generation of young people watching again who weren't around during Aleister and Rusev's time. So I don't know if you want to give him an L. This is a good one. Even if Nick Aldis takes the L, he can always tease that he'll get back in the ring if someone disobeys him on SmackDown, and it sets him up as more of an authority figure. So that's my pick, but Randy Orton with the victory.
We just saw a big return, similar to this with Nigel McGuinness at All In. I thought that was cool. He got a great pop. He had a good showing. He lost, but he had a great showing, and it worked. It was serviceable. That's all Aldis can do right here. And I believe Aldis deserves a Mania moment, man. The work he's put in, the years he's been here, he's a great wrestler. As a TNA fan, I would love to see that. Okay.
All right, let us know your comments and picks. We'll find out on night 2 of WrestleMania. This is the match. Your guy, AJ Styles.
Oh, my gosh.
Against Logan Paul.
This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Zach, is it my go?
You go.
Listen, I've said repeatedly on this channel, my two favorite wrestlers of all time, AJ Styles and Rey Mysterio. I'm not going to sit here this weekend on my day off and watch Rey Mysterio lose to a fake-ass luchador and then watch AJ Styles lose to a fake wrestler. I'm not doing it. No disrespect to Logan. AJ is one of the best of all times. This is Flair right here. This is Michaels. Hart. What are we doing? This is not the... Listen, AJ's going to make him look like a superstar. This might be Logan Paul's best match he's ever had to date. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to see my guy get pinned in the middle of the ring by this guy. Yeah, his new finisher looks cool. You know why it looks cool, Zach? Because AJ's the one selling it. He's one of the best sellers of all time. That's why it looks cool. Okay? Give my boy right. You ruined his record at Mania. He lost to Jericho for no reason, just because Vince didn't want Cena guy to jump ship and, have a nice splash. He lost to Taker, fine on his way out, gave him a nice, cinematic match on his way out. Yeah, lose to LA Knight last year that I forgot about. This is too many losses for the Phenomenal One. He's the Phenomenal One, not the Phenomenal Loss. AJ for the win. Listen, I'm canceling Peacock if he loses. I'm canceling it. Pop it off the top. Cancel.
You heard it. Look at that. That is a threat, Peacock. Okay. Did he also lose to Shinsuke? Did he lose to Shinsuke Mania?
He won. He beat Shinsuke, and then that was like a underwhelming, people said, match, and then Shinsuke did a heel turn.
Okay, that's right. All right, I am going to say. Oh man, I'm trying to figure out who's going to win, but I know in my mind, Karrion Kross has something to do with this match.
He has to. He should have a match. The work he's been putting in, the subtle details that I like to look at, Karrion's been on fire.
He has been, and his hair has just been as luscious as AJ's. So I think he's gonna help. The way he did the match on Raw, where he just stood there and took it and said, "This is bigger than wrestling," and all this other stuff. And,
that was great.
Yep. Said he's gonna go to wake up naked next to Scarlett. He's got everything going for him. I don't know if it's a faction. I don't know what it's going to be. I think I'll pick Karrion Kross. Helps AJ Styles with a victory, and we get something after that. We'll figure it out on Raw, but that's my prediction.
You just put two ideas in my head here. That reminds me, AJ also lost the freaking Edge. We got to stop this. But what happened to Karrion Kross's former faction? Where they at?
Well, they're on the unemployment line. That's where they at.
I generally didn't know. I kind of forgot about them. I love what he's been doing with his whole story, like matching people's gears, turning people heel. He's just on fire.
That's another thing too. If anyone can connect everything in wrestling and connect Karrion Kross to everyone, he's turned heel. Sammy, he's tweening right now. The New Day, he turned heel. He's messing with AJ. There's someone else too. There's someone else, and he told
there's a few, man. But
that's so good. Like you said, the work he's put in is so if you can put it all together in a video package, it's going to put Karrion Kross over big time. If you do that presentation on Monday Night Raw after Mania, Karrion Kross is going to get the rocket strapped to him.
Here's the thing, though. If he does jump in and help AJ, doesn't that make Logan look like a babyface? Are we going to turn Logan face?
It doesn't matter because he's going away for a while. I'm almost positive he said he's not going to wrestle until probably SummerSlam-ish area. So I don't know if he has something else worked out, but that's.
That's the thing, like the Mania time, like he's saying he's not a part-timer, he's a full-timer, he wants to take over the company, he's going to be locked in, but I feel like he disappears around this time and comes back, like you said, for SummerSlam, so I don't know. I can't watch the Phenomenal One take a pin here again. This is crazy. No. This is getting out of hand.
This is. I mean, look at the match he had with Cena. Was it the one with Cena? Yeah. Overseas in I'm blanking. But anyways, it was so awesome. It was so
Cody and Frank.
Cody, yes, thank you. Cody. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they knew what to do. They said, hey, we got to help make this Cody reign legit. We just came off a Roman Reigns tribal chief. So give him AJ. That'll help him out. And come on.
All right. Rant on AJ a little bit more. Okay, never mind. I thought they were going to give Chelsea Green a match. I thought they were going to give Chelsea Green a match right now.
When's the last time my boy AJ won a championship? How long has it been?
Almost. It's been almost too long. Tag champs.
That was amazing. That was really good. Where's my boy Omos? He was out here killing it in Japan, and
Yeah.
I don't know where he's at anymore. And he shouldn't be hard to find. He's too big.
All right, those are our picks for that. I don't know. You can catch Logan Paul and his bum ass brother and their bum ass show in Max. All right, next matchup. We're almost to the end. This one is a fatal 4-way for the Intercontinental Championship match. Up here is the IC title match is always a big one at WrestleMania. Bron Breakker defends against Dirty Dominik, Mysterio, Finn Balor, and Penta. There's a lot of storyline that can be going on here. What do you think, now?
Another one, like besides AJ's record at Mania and like the booking, Finn's another one. I believe Finn is 1-3 at Mania. I'm pretty sure he's been in 2 or 3 like multi-man IC championship matches. I believe he won one. I could be wrong, and I know Seth won one of the ones he was in. I believe could be wrong, but I remember that kind of vividly. Something has to happen with the Judgment Day here, right? Like I think we're kind of run our course a bit here.
It has to. I think one of them wins it, and we break up on Monday. That's, in my opinion, no matter what happened. I thought Dom versus Finn was going to be the match this Mania, but no matter what, since this is the match now, you have to break them up after Mania on Monday.
And here's the thing: I said it yesterday, or Wednesday when we did the show, the predictions night one. LA Knight has to lose, I believe. I think Jacob Fatu can't take a loss at Mania right now. And that's a good way to get LA Knight for a world title opportunity, free him up for that. The same rules can apply here. Bron is on fire. We've seen him get the IC belt. He lost to Jay and then got it back. I think he's kind of run his course with his belt.
Okay.
Now you have a multi-man match, so you can protect him. He doesn't have to take a pin. This is the best way to get the belt off him without taking a pin. Penta's new. Him just being there, having his great entrance, that's a win for him, right? Now, Let's look at the storylines, which you just said. If Bron loses without getting pinned, he can be free now for a world championship. Maybe he goes against Jay. Since Jay took the belt from him, you can have a first feud there, do some things there, right? Now, where's the story go? Penta will be fine no matter what. He can go do whatever he wants after this. Right. Now, if Dom or Finn pin each other, now you got a story. Now you got something you can play with for the next few months. I love Finn. I think he's great. But I think having Dom win here will get him a nice boost. And then Finn getting pinned by this dude who I don't like storyline wise. I believe Finn sees himself as the leader, the big brother. And they lose it to him would like just catapult him and the whole group into destruction. You can still have Dom do his thing with Liv and Raquel. Finn does a separate thing. Maybe JD McDonough returns. I know his health status. If he can help somebody out or interrupt. But I'm going to have Dom win here. I'm going to have Dom pin Finn Balor.
Dang, Dom pin Finn Balor. That's what I was going to pick. That's such a good pick.
Really?
That'll cause Finn. Well, Noah, see now, since you picked that, I'm going with my other one that I was flip-flopping on, just so we can maybe change it up and get some good predictions here, left and right, all angles. I do believe Penta and Bron will be left to the side. Just like you said, be protected. I think Finn pins Dom.
Ooh.
And Finn breaks up the Judgment Day or kicks Dom out. And then Finn is riding high. But then Dom gets into it later on with Liv and loses Liv. And then Dom becomes bum-ass Dom. And then we start to root for Dom. And then we get Dom beating Finn at a later pay-per-view with a bigger pop for his title reign. And then we can even start to feel sorry for next year's WrestleMania when we get Dom the Face retiring his dad at WrestleMania.
Damn, did you give that match a belt? Does that match have a belt on the line too?
Reign Dom, no, man. This is so much story and history and family. You don't need it.
That's why I think I love that idea. At some point, you're gonna run your course with a Dom heel turn and be getting back face. I think he's more comfortable in the ring, comfortable on the mic, where he can be a good face. And people are when you're a face, I think people have to be engaged with you. Like people are so invested in his character. So for him to become likable again, he will get a lot of cheers. He'll be a huge baby face at this point. Should
now you
have face have to do with? Sorry, I didn't mean to. Should him
you're good.
With Balor, or maybe when you get to that story with his dad, would that help him turn face? Now he's about to not have that person who's been with him the entire time.
That's a good point too.
I think that'd be cool too.
That's a really good one. You're the big Ray fan. What would you like to see for Ray's
tough
final
because
match?
It's hard. It's going to be difficult to do. I think right now keeping Dom heel and having him pin Ray would give him some good heel heat. Because if you saw when who was it? I think when Shawn feuded with Jericho after he pinned Flair, there was a bit of heel heat because he pinned a legend, ended his career.
Yeah.
They were kind of playing that up. So if Dom just stays heel, I think this would be you get massive boos for ending his father's career and pitting him at Mania. So it's tough.
That's true.
I think as long just run your course with him as a heel. It'd be cool if he turned facing his dad, but if it works better to be a heel, I think that'd be fine. But I think Dom should win this as well.
Okay.
There's a lot of routes you can go. That's when things are good. When you have different options for your characters.
There's so much going on SmackDown. I cannot tell if they're booking any more matches. If you're watching SmackDown, they booked a match. Hit us up in the comments.
Let us know, man. The last 30 minutes before the go home show. Mania's tomorrow, man.
I know. Randy Orton is out right now.
Okay. So hopefully live we could get some, an idea of who he's facing. He did RKO Nick Aldis.
He did. All right. Let's get into another Judgment Day member. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, both Judgment Day members, defending the tag team championships against Lyra, Valkyria, and Bayley. It feels like a storyline with Bayley and Lyra was kind of shoehorned into this storyline.
100%. And it's a shame because, I feel like, again, 2 nights of Mania, you have room where Lyra could have defended her belt. She's a champion. She's the IC champion, the workhorse champion. And she's a workhorse. She's a beast.
Yes.
I'm a huge fan of Lyra now, watching her matches with this championship, right? You have Bayley, who just won the women's championship last year. You have Liv, who's coming off. Well, I thought she had a great run. She's really rose to the occasion as champion and being one of the prominent figures in the women's division. And it's a tag match, which, no shame on a tag match. But I felt like we could have got a proper tag team in there and also had Lyra defend her belt.
Yeah.
But yeah, besides that, I think this match will be good. I can't imagine. I don't think Bayley and Lyra win, though. I don't know who's taking the pin here, but I feel like Liv, she has to get her big moment. I don't know if she's won at Mania. I can't recall her having a match at Mania. This should be her big moment to at least put the icing on the cake of her incredible year.
She's been so good. Her giving this match a tag match at WrestleMania, again, with Raquel, this is like second year in a row because they're 3-time champions now. It feels organic, and she sells it to make it feel organic and not like, well, I guess I'm tag champ now, and Rhea gets a title shot, and I'm done. She's so good at what she does that I'm buying into this match. I'm buying into them winning too, Knock.
Yeah.
I think Lyra and Bayley are going to go at it.
Okay.
And it's going to cause like a count out or something to happen or cause one of them to get pinned because the other one's walking away. And then I think after the champions retain, that's when the lights go out. This will be the match before the main event when it's nice and dark. And then you'll get the people who you thought were going to face the champions. You're going to get Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross and maybe all the Wyatt Six coming back.
That'd be nice. And I think in that case, Liv and Raquel would be the perfect champions to have to go against a spooky Alexa and a Nikki Cross. They would play that so well. I think it'd be great. So yeah, I think that's nice. That's a good idea.
I think so too. You could even have Raquel do some spots with Rowan, and Liv is just going to sell the crap out of everything. So I'm excited if that does happen.
Yeah, we'll see, man. I mean, again, we need some shenanigans in some of these matches, so that'd be a good spot for it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Liv and Raquel as well. I want to throw it in there while we're still trying to get some time here before Randy gets his opponent. Do you think Bayley has run her course in WWE? Do you think she's a prone to jump ship, or do you think she might just stay put?
I think they need to find someone for her to feud with that's big. I don't want to say it, and I don't want more people to come over, but I think a good feud with DMD, that could happen in AEW too. I think she needs the right person to feud with, and maybe Lyra's that person. But
yeah,
she needs built-in feuds.
We're building for a Roxanne match.
I thought they were too. So she's apparently called up to the main roster after Mania, but I don't know. Who knows? Yeah. That was a good.
Yeah. So Bayley's on my radar. Bayley and AJ Styles on my radar that I'm hoping would jump ship and have like killer matches. Even Natalya, who just had a freaking crazy match with Mayu Yamashita at the Bloodsport. Natty can go.
We just talked about Omos. Natalya and Omos both just re-signed or whatever, and now they're recalled from doing things, and they haven't been used.
Yeah, I thought Natty was gonna have an NWA run. I thought they said that.
Yeah,
but I don't know. But as far as like Bloodsport, while we're still trying to get some time here, she killed it. Incredible.
Yeah, she did. All right, you want to do the main event, and then we'll see if Randy has an opponent.
Yeah, let's go with the main. Let's go with the main event. I think it's time. Night 2 main event. The match Zach's been waiting for. His 2 favorites. I think Zach, if you watch our video, you see in the crowd, Zach was rooting for Cody when we came to Hollywood. He was rooting for the guy.
Man, John Cena. Can we just talk about John Cena? John Cena is his final WrestleMania ever. We never will have to see him wrestle in a WrestleMania again.
You could never see him before.
From talent. I don't ever want to see him act. This is a marquee match. As much as I don't like Cena, this is a marquee match. This is like a dream match if you could book one. There's so many aspects to this match. The 3 that The Rock has thrown up, that even Paul Heyman has thrown up, which could lead to, like what you said, after WrestleMania Night 1, the 3rd person could be Seth Rollins. There's also The Rock wearing a New Japan shirt, and now our guy Jeff Cobb tweeting out "Then Now Forever" with some hearts.
Yeah, he's been, his whole New Japan exit's been kind of wild.
Yeah, so there's a lot to be dissected here on how this match could happen storyline wise. There's also Triple H who said, no matter what after Vegas, like some shit's gonna change or whatever. I don't have the quote, but it was like something big was gonna affect the rest of wrestling here.
Okay. I truly believe Cody can take a loss here. He's already been champion for a year now. We just came off a long Roman Reigns run. Cena wants to break the record. What's the bigger headline, right? Cody's a made man. He's good. He loses, he can redeem himself, run it back, and win it sometime down the line this year. Still,
right?
If Cena wins, breaks the record, does something big with The Rock, Travis Scott, Seth Rollins if he comes out, whoever, you're shocking the wrestling world. You're everyone's tuning into Raw. Oh my gosh, what just happened? Cody will then become an even bigger babyface as we root for him for that climb. At some point, the way he does his babyface, the way like Dusty Rhodes would do it, it's that journey. It's that going for the belt. At some point we have to get Cody in a nice way to go back for the belt, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I got Cena winning here, man. I can't see a reason to turn Cena heel in this big way and make it the biggest thing ever, and for him just to lose.
Right.
He's already lost to Austin Theory at Mania. I don't know. He lost to Solo recently. He lost to a lot of guys.
Rusev?
I think he beat Rusev. He lost to Taker.
I just remember the Tank.
Oh, yeah, I remember the Tank. They did some wild stuff in that Tank, apparently. So.
Hey.
But I think Cena has to win here, man. I'm a huge Cody Rhodes fan. I'm a huge Cody Rhodes guy. But I think Cena has to win. And I don't think – this is not going to be a technical wrestling match. This ain't going to be a long, grapple and all type of stuff. There will be shenanigans. We might have Stone Cold pop up. Who knows? But there's going to be some, end game type of stuff happen. Some run-ins will be happening.
I think so. So you're picking Cody Rhodes.
I'm picking Cena. I'm picking Jonathan Jordan Cena.
You're picking Jonathan Jordan Cena. And okay, so Cody Rhodes for the L. This match is presented by Drumstick, and I think the Dumbstick is going to win. John Cena, like you said, you have to have him do this. Is the headline. This is the reason for him turning heel. The Rock, I think, will make an appearance. It's one of the biggest nights of the year. He can fly his PJ out there and be in and out. The third man, in my opinion, should be revealed if there is going to be a third man. But like you said, man, if he does not take the title, it deflates his whole heel run, and then you can't just have him switch right away to try to be face again to finish out his the rest of his journey in 2025. It has to be Cena for the title. That's the big headline, and then Rick can be Rick no matter how he wants to do Rick, because now he's not that title holder anymore for that many titles being held. So now you can have Cena, your company guy, be that guy in those vignettes and in those future promos for people to shoot for.
I mean, Rick's already been talking. He's been saying, you don't know the real number of world championships he's won. It's higher than the number they said.
Well, I mean, honestly, if you count all the world champions, I'm sure he's right, because all over the place. Territories, the world.
now that we're like 2 nights away from this happening, right? Do you predict a Hogan Rock type of thing with this storyline here in this match? Do we see that type of turn?
No, it's too soon from Cena turning heel.
Yeah.
And the Hogan thing, he was a heel for so long that is people are glad to see him back. People are hoping that he'd have the old music back. People are hoping he'd have the red and yellow back. Cena's wearing the same stuff. He's doing the same thing, which honestly I applaud him for. I think that's different. Yeah. So I like how they did that. But yeah, I don't know. It could be playing. Who knows? Yeah.
We'll see, man. His last Mania ever. I think he has to get the victory, though. I think you do that, and then down the line, Cody could be one that retires him. But if you have like Cena, The Rock, a possible Seth Rollins betraying Cody, imagine that. Cena and Rock face to face. Seth comes out to save him like he did last year, right? Seth and Cody are face by face against Rock, and Seth turns on him like he turned on the Shield, like he turned on everyone in his past, and he joins them. You're gonna make Cody look like the biggest babyface ever. And it's going to take all that for him to lose his belt. There's no shame in that. There's no knocking his stock. He's still the guy. That's the perfect way to lose right there.
That's true. I'll throw another side one at you. You talked about they're building Randy Orton to be the legend killer again. What if he sides with The Rock and that sets up Cody Orton next year? Maybe not even a title in there. Cody is the one that retires Orton next year.
Oh, man.
Who knows? But it could be kind of like Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H and all that stuff.
That's a great point too, man.
So much. All right, let us know your picks for WrestleMania Night 2. Any other surprises you think are going to happen, Knock? You mentioned Travis Scott. I think he makes an appearance, and I do believe
he has to be there.
Cody gets hit.
ESPN recently talking about how Travis slapped him. That's been running its works. I want to give a shout out too. Like, I don't know what's going on with the WPR. But there's been some good stuff. Like Street Profits were just on Kevin Mason's show. It Is What It Is. Did a great interview. Bianca was just on Shannon Sharp's show. Great interview. Great insight. So there's been some good stuff this week. Rhea was up with Kevin Hart. So a lot of cool stuff. But we'll focus on that.
Okay, good for you. I hope they do a host. I hope one of the nights it's Chelsea Green.
Yep.
Any other thoughts of another host that could happen?
If you do Chelsea Green, you want to switch it and give someone else, that should be a thing. And that's another one. As we're speaking of, Chelsea did an interview with the Van Vliet guy, and it was a great interview. And she just talks about her role in the company and how she sees her trajectory. And she's just like so present and knowledgeable about what she can do. And like that's the blueprint for maximizing your opportunity, right? So you should have hosts, get people there. Like Chelsea's gonna be perfect. Another one off the top of the head. I mean, would you do a heel host? Could that work?
100%, because you saw Bobby Heenan do it time and time again. I'd love to see it. Roddy Piper did it. Yeah, I do heel.
Just because, like, I mean, the New Day would be a nice heel host to switch things up. I know it's an easy answer to say the New Day, but possibly them.
Street Profits since they're not on the card.
Yeah, and that's a shame. That's criminal, by the way. Street Profits, they could do something there. I'd even put them on commentary. I would do something just to put people in the limelight a little bit,
Yeah, that's a good call. Put them on commentary. All right. Well, that's it, Knock. Night 2. We did 2 nights of WrestleMania predictions.
Oh, what about you? Got any surprises you think might happen?
Any big surprises for this? Not really. For night 2, I think it's just The Rock's third man. I think that's it. I think that sets up a stable going forward, and maybe that's why I think it could be Randall Orton.
Okay, that'd be incredible. That's main event Mafia Evolution, like 3 major Hall of Fame people is insane. Also, on a side note, where's Sami Zayn at?
That's a good point too. He could be RKO's opponent.
Yeah. I mean, that's a perfect swap. I mean, Kevin and Sami, history there. Let us know what you guys think.
Yeah, I really don't know any surprises. I think this is going to be more of a straightforward night. So, all right, Sophia, thank you for joining us. Hope you have a great WrestleMania weekend. Any surprises, anything you think are going to happen? Hit us up. We'd like to know.
Appreciate you jumping in the chat. Let us know who you think Randy Orton's opponent might be. A lot of cool stuff. Let us know who you might think. Cena versus Cody. Who's winning?
I hate John Cena, but he has to win. He just has to. It's his final WrestleMania. Let's do the record and let's build up maybe a main event Mafia style thing. Because then The Rock's not there. Then The Rock, Cena retires, and then all you have left is the one. Orton versus Cody at WrestleMania next year.
That's what I'm saying. You have a lot of Cody main events coming up. We can get the Cody versus Roman trilogy. We got Cody Orton, Cody Cena this year, Cody Rock. Cody has at least 3 or 4 more main events coming up.
That's true. But next year we have to do Rock Roman. It has to be done. Let's just do it. Let's get it out of the way.
You gotta get it done. You gotta get it done. It was in the freaking The Rock show, man. Come on.
Right. All right. That is it. It's going to be a big, solid card here. I know there's going to be a lot of pomp and circumstance. So the stage is looking sharp. We'll see how it looks live. I like this stuff going above, and I like the big, long ramp. Oh, man. That ramp is going to have some long entrances.
You know
for some
I'm
people.
excited about my pyro, man. That's what I'm here waiting for.
Oh, shit. I'm excited. What match are you looking forward to the most?
If AJ wins that match, but if he loses, I'm turning it off, turning the TV off like I'm Kendrick. But I mean, I'm really excited to see what happens with obviously just real quick. Naomi, Trinity versus Jade. We got Bianca, Io, and Rhea. So all that's gonna be really crazy. I think night 2, just straight up, Cody versus Cena is the most intriguing thing you can do. And I'm interested to see which way it goes.
All right. That is the most intriguing in my opinion too. And I think possibly the women's triple threat or the men's fatal 4-way are going to steal the show. But then a surprise, like we talked about, Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre could steal it.
That's going to be a heavy hitting match. So they could. I mean, when we had Drew, Sheamus, and Gunther, that was a hell of a match.
That was great. That was great live.
Yeah.
All right. Who do you think is going to happen? Who do you think is going to win, Sophia? Knock picked Bianca. I picked Io.
Yeah, I got Bianca for the win. She has the streak, so we got to keep that streak going.
All right. Anything else you want to touch on before we head on out, Knock?
I mean, did Ray get his opponent? If not, we'll see you guys this week, man. Keep an eye on the channel for this week. We'll get the Last of Us 2 review coming up for episode 2. It's going to be a big one. We got WrestleMania this week. I might want to talk about Sinners coming up. My boy Michael Jordan, Ryan Coogler. It's a great weekend, man. What a time.
It is a great one. What a time. What a great WrestleMania weekend. All right. Oh, we appreciate that, Sophia. And always make sure you comment because we love your comments. Even if you watch something not live, we definitely comment and we hit you up. And if anyone wants to vote on Randy Orton's possible opponent or don't see one of the 4 choices up there that they think, put it in the comments because we didn't get it tonight. And I'm very intrigued on how they do this.
Yeah.
All right, it is WrestleMania weekend. These are night 2 predictions. Again, if you want to watch our night 1 ones, they're in the description below. Holy crap, what a weekend. We might even do a live stream of a match or 2. We'll see, but keep it locked in here. And, of course, keep it locked on the Peacock for WrestleMania.
Pause, man.
All weekend long. Stand and deliver tomorrow, too. There's so much going on, man. Yeah. I'm excited. WrestleMania. All right, that's it. Any final words before we jump here?
Peace out, y'all, man. Keep it out of the channel. I'm excited. Not as excited as Zach, but I'm excited.
Woo, I'm excited. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zach. That is Knock. Eric's out there somewhere. We love you, buddy. For the West Coast Podcast, this is our night 2 predictions of WrestleMania. Have a great WrestleMania weekend.
Let's go, Cena.
Cena sucks.